What happened? There we go. All right, we have readies from John Nash. We have readies from Larva.
We have the #1 seed and the #1 Pokemon.
That's just your opinion, man. Level 6 to 9, we know how this goes. You're going to look for a good run in that 5.5 to 6 minute range. But you're going to see a good player here do this in under 7 minutes. We already see John Nash going to town. Both players scattered. A little bit easier of a setup, though, for Larva. She's already got some great stuff set up on her left side.
Yeah, she set up some quick 0-drop clears, and she's trying to keep it that way. I'm getting the sense by the way she's setting everything up. She's going to go ahead and take the drop combo there, though. Sometimes drop combos really aren't a bad move to take, because sometimes it just pays to keep it simple.
And a good combo there from Larva as she's down to 17, trying to keep up with John Nash, the record holder, as Packy said earlier, of the level 6 time. And we're starting to see why here, as he is already down to 13 and he's going to drop it and he's at 11. But Larva hanging on there, having to address that blue in the corner. That's really the only thing she can deal with. She's going to get the double and is going to go for that blue underneath, clearing all of her blues off the board, and going to go for that horizontal down to 4. Both players into low digits here. A little bit better board health, though, for Larva as we get to the 90-second mark. John Nash needing just reds all the time. It's going to be yellows and reds for Larva. Minute 40 now, and a sweet tea to clear it out at a minute 41. John Nash in the lead.
Yeah, Larva got stuck with needing just yellow while John Nash needed just red. Larva might have a little bit of trouble, well, but this double red is exactly what the doctor ordered. Coming out at 2 minutes from level 6. Not far behind.
Not far behind at all here. But John already off to a blazing start. Has a bit of blue garbage on that right side he's going to need to address. And yellow garbage on the left side. You don't really want to have garbage in those left and rightmost columns. That will slow you down the most. But it is 22 to 28 here as Larva starting to stack some things up. I like this play, setting things up for another possible combo. And I think we're going to see Larva drill down, get a triple, set up that yellow-blue. Very nicely done. And could have gone for the triple and decided not to. But it is a 6 virus difference between our 1 seed and our 9 seed. Good combo here by Larva.
Yeah, that's a nice vertical 0-drop vertical clear to take care of that column, because when you have that one column in your stack that just kind of juts out above the rest, getting that solid color clear is really a godsend to just keep everything set and level, as well as minimize drop time.
And yeah, you absolutely want to minimize drop time. However, sometimes it's just unavoidable. But you see, very smart play there by Larva as she gets that horizontal and is down to her 5 viruses here. So really has come back from what John Nash has been really slapping on. Just a really strong play right now. And if I'm Larva, I might be thinking of comboing out here.
I think she's thinking about a big old T right here.
Yeah,
Yep,
she's
that's what.
definitely going to combo it out. Great play there. Both
Woo!
players out within 2 seconds of each other as we're halfway through this first game.
Blue heavy top line for Larva to start level 8.
We'll see what
Let's see how much blue she gets.
She's going to get a little bit of help. She's looks like she might have to eat some garbage, but has a drill play as she does see it. Great vision there by Larva. Although no reds on her top line right now, Packy.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on John Nash's board, it looks like he might be holding out for a double blue at this point. If
And
it doesn't, there it comes. There it is.
Big Sweet Tea drops that red down as well. Really nicely done. John Nash already under 20 viruses here as we hit the 4.5 minute mark.
I'm liking what I'm seeing so far from both players. There's been some good fortune in RNG as well, and that's always appreciated. Nice
Ah,
horizontal clear from larva. That's going to make the board a little interesting.
and I think Larva was trying, or excuse me, John Nash was trying to tuck that yellow red underneath, and it got locked down. So he's going to have to resort to maneuvering around. It really cuts off clearing underneath, which is just such a critical thing to have ready when you're on an endgame situation. Meanwhile, Larva down to 14. She's a little blocked on her right side, but can really start to get things going here. I think I might be aiming to get that blue horizontally and just kind of abandon ship.
Yeah. John Nash has a really nice, clean endgame board, and he's already out of level 8 pretty much. Larva's been able to work around a tough board after that big blue horizontal clear earlier.
John Nash hunting for those tucks. Pretty
Larva's out of yellow right now, so she's very heavily dependent on the red and blue and combinations thereof. That's a timely pill right there. That's going to help take care of the right side.
and just needs a handful of blues here. But meanwhile, John is already about halfway through level 9. He is really just down pressing everything to death. Already down to 20 here. So now halfway through. Larva was out at about a 615, but it does look like this may be a runaway in John Nash's favor.
Yeah, it is over 20 viruses difference right now. It looks like John Nash is pretty much running away with this one, barring any catastrophe. Nice fat log from Larva there, though.
And 11 viruses to go here. John's big problem is that left side or that right side of the board. Really want to start working on that blue, and I like this drop cross as well. And we're drilling down, and not drilling down again. Looks like we might be going vertical for that red, and we are. And just that blue yellow open there, and that will be all she wrote here for this first game. And there's a horizontal setup. John Nash sees it out at a 715. Nicely done. He'll take game number 1.
Good work.
So let's get him a crown. That's the wrong player. There we go. 1 crown to John Nash. Larva down 1-0. The winner of this match will face the Dave and Ook, which is coming up next. And I'm going to be stepping away for that match so I can have a few minutes to practice, because I'll be facing Flubs here a little bit later on. But John Nash is the winner of the first game, and we're just going to wait for readies and get right into game 2. Larva saying she couldn't even top out properly. I've been there. I've failed at failing.
Well, sometimes you can just mentally check out when you're trying to top out and get to back to the menu, and then it's like, oh, I made it clear. Whoops.
I was turned on to the soft reset, and I have not gone back.
Yep.
Unless it's Super Nintendo, then it just wastes time. Anyways,
Yeah.
we've got readies for both players.
Game 2 of John Nash and Larva. And it just gives you an idea of how deep the competitive community has gotten. We have at the top of the silver bracket a guy who holds a world record. So
Yeah.
just think about that.
And also, John was out for several months in the summer, so it's good to have him back. We love having him here in the booth as well. Larva also, talking about community, Larva has taken over the graphics, so the graphics that you see every month now are ones that Larva does. So shout out to Larva for that. It takes a village, and we definitely have that vibe here in the Dr. Mario community. Off to the start here, we're 45 seconds or so in. It's a bit of a lead for Larva. She's got a bit of garbage, and I think she might be trying to aim for that horizontal blue, Packy.
I think she's thinking fat log right here and clear up and get so she can get to those yellow below. She's gonna take the horizontal instead of wait for the T, which isn't really a bad move because we all know that RNG is a fickle mistress, and waiting for the perfect piece can really be detrimental sometimes if it never comes.
Yeah, it's always good to have a backup plan, something to bail you out. We're gonna see Larva here down to 4. Both players doing very well. It's gonna be an interesting decision here. I would go. I would consider going. Yeah, I like this play. I think you
Yeah.
go horizontal up top, and then you just take the other blue that comes down. You want to get out first, and you're out at a minute
Yep.
44, and John out at a minute 45. So 1 second between these players here as we get into 7.
Larva keeping it close.
Similarly scattered board for both players. Not really a lot of double opportunities. Some 1-drop, some 0-drop opportunities, but nothing huge. Players are going to have to carve out some good combos here.
Yeah. There's a couple of double opportunities for the larva here, and I see some horizontal. There's a horizontal double from John Nash.
And John Nash in the lead with 16 viruses to go, really putting on the pressure here. Is going to get a nice drop as well, and we're going to see another double. He's down to a dozen, and oh, this is fortuitous as well. He's going to get another double clear with that lightning rod.
Yeah, but the double yellows are going to keep right on coming, and then at the end awaits the double blue.
Meanwhile, Larva setting up nicely for some good combos as well. She's going to get a double down to 11. So these players both playing extremely well. No major misdrops here. Just good solid playing right now. John Nash might have just blocked himself out from another horizontal double. It looks like though he's.
Oh, okay, now he can't get it. It would be a pretty long horizontal double, but it was still there until he got rid of the red virus in column 2. But still, he's out at 318.
So a great finish there for John here as he is halfway through looking to punch his ticket into round number 3, where the rest of the way it will be 8 to 11 in the level block. So Larva just pushing down until she could get that red. There it is, out at 338.
Looking all over the University of California, Los Angeles for that last red pill.
John's got a very left-heavy board, and it's a very top-heavy board for Larva. You see almost an entire row of viruses cutting off. She's opened up a center well in 5 and 6, which will be very helpful. There's a lot of reds down there, but we're going to see smart tuck plays like that, which will definitely help your standing. And then a useless double or blue-yellow. Those are rough to get. But we're seeing Larva make the best of it. 24 viruses. John Nash at 19, playing with a bit of a dirty board himself.
Yeah, John Nash's viruses are pretty much all clumped up to the left-hand side, while Larva's playing field is a lot more even. So let's see how this plays out.
Ooh, good save by
almost
Larva.
misdropped.
Ooh, that was very scary. And when you're a player thinking that, you say things that I cannot repeat on this stream.
Yes.
But definitely that puts the fear into you.
Yeah.
We're going to see a triple here from Larva. She is down to 13, but John Nash down to 5, just needing some blue help.
The drop triple from Larva.
And Larva getting another horizontal. This is her opportunity to catch up. 1 virus to go here for John. Not going for the double blue clear with that double blue. And John out at about a 511. So John just needing 40 viruses, and he advances to round number 3. Larva looking to put a stop to that before it gets out of control. A good drop clear there by John, putting him at 37 viruses here as we hit the 5.5 minute mark.
Larva's out of yellow viruses right now. It looks like she's going to try to horizontal that red, but that's going to be made a bit trickier by that clear. Lay that vertically. That's what you do to clear up the horizontal once more.
But she has everything open up. She's free and clear on everything. I like this horizontal play, setting up for the blue, just needing the 1 blue. That's a smart play. So just 2 reds, and Larva will be out at 5:59. But she's going to have to play very, very quickly here, as it is an 18 virus advantage for John Nash.
She is playing better than she was in game 1. Just right now, John Nash is running free. He's got that blue T set up on the right-hand side, and it's going to drop.
And you can see Larva playing with that sense of urgency, like she's got somewhere to be. A couple of red blues, though, would be very, very nice for Larva. She could take 7 viruses out, which would be awesome.
And that is a huge, huge opportunity waiting for her.
We'll see what RNG has to say about it. There's one.
Well, there's one of them.
And she's going to get a 7-pack. Love it. Boom. Down to 15. Suddenly we got a game here, Packy. It's just 7 viruses and another double. Very clean board here for Larva. She's trying to force a decider.
That one single clear literally chopped John Nash's lead in half, and now it is down to the last 8 viruses versus the last 4. John Nash is tucked into both left and right hand columns right now. Larva is playing this well. As soon as she horizontals that blue, she's set.
Larva's free and clear. It's going to come down
It's going to
come down to RNG. Who's going to get there first? They're both down to 1 virus. Larva's out at a 7:30, and John Nash is going to be out at a 7:33. We're going to a decider.
That was a makeup of 18 viruses in 1 level. That's phenomenal.
Amazing level 9 by Larva, and that's why we play the games, folks. We are tied up at 1. Unbelievable.
That was about a minute 30 level 9, and I don't care who you are. That is excellent.
That is an excellent go here. Larva with the Cinderella story, having the first upset. Why not second upset? Is it too late to change our vote for comeback of the year? Unfortunately, it is. But what a heck of a showing by Larva. We're going to get readies here.
Can we nominate it next year?
We can nominate it next year, absolutely. All right, we've got readies for both players. It would help if I spelled silver right. There we go. We're off to the races.
There's an early horizontal opportunity for Larva, and she's going to get it. And then she sees the undertuck right there for the double yellow clear.
6 and 21 to 6 and 20. John just trying to get some opening here. He wants to get access to those bottom few viruses as well, but needs to focus on that top as well. And it looks like that's what he's doing. Down to 16 viruses. Good boards for both players. Larva with a very smart horizontal play, and now looking to open up her right side. Although Larva's board's a little bit more of a predicament right now than John's is. John's a little bit more open.
Yeah, both players did a really good job of finding those early, quick, double virus, no-drop clears that are further down from the top line. Right now, Larva's not quite getting what she needs to clean up the right-hand side. She got stuck for a moment there with all that red in the top line and really had nowhere else to put anything.
A huge double blue, however, that gets her a quick little triple. And she's down to 5, but so is John. John's going to take a little bit of drop time. Let's see if he decides to tuck. No, I thought he was going to tuck between those 2 viruses. He didn't. He's down to his final virus. Larva's at 3 and in a very awkward stack. But John out at a minute 30.
Yeah, that last clear from Larva made things a little bit complicated for her.
And you can see a little bit of hesitation here. She's trying to figure out what she needs to do to get access to everything and get back in this. That double yellow is huge for her. She really is she's forced to do both of these vertically. So it's going to be a little bit tough going for her. A good red-yellow, though, helps things out. So just a couple of
Yeah.
yellows for Larva. There's one. There's the other out at 205. But John Nash starting to run away with this.
Yeah, sometimes when you get into an awkward situation like that, where you had set something up and then you had unintentionally torn it down, you in your head you start trying to calculate the fastest way to get through it, and sometimes it can get scrambled in your head, like a paralysis by analysis, if you will.
Yeah. You get 5 different plans and none of them come to fruition, and then you're like, well, what do I do now?
And when that happens, sometimes it just helps to just like take a deep breath and just take the simplest solution
And
instead of trying to jam yourself with too many thoughts at once.
and sometimes taking something on purpose with longer drop time, giving you that second to just look over the board, see what your next play is. Sometimes it's helpful. So
Yeah.
it's always good to take whatever. If you're going to lose time on something, you might as well try to enhance whatever's going on here. John out at a 311, and he just does not look thrilled with how that 7 went.
Well, if he got out of 7 and 311, he's probably doing all right.
Yeah. Also, respect to the bedhead there. That's a mood today. Larva down to her final 11 viruses here, gonna get that double, and she's set herself up so where she can get that sandwich double, and it looks like she's gonna go for it potentially. Maybe gonna clear out some horizontal. Also a pretty good call.
Yeah, Larva had unfortunately had a misdrop of that blue red on the far left hand side, but she's found ways to work around it, going underneath on the red earlier, and now she can go in between the blues.
So just 4 viruses here for Larva. Really, it's just don't get lapped at this point.
It's like we say it's a huge lead, but we know what just happened in game two,
We
so we
do.
don't. So we'll see what happens.
No lead is safe in Dr. Mario. I mean, Packy's been on both sides of that coin. Uh,
Yes.
we've got 4.5 minutes here, and John Nash out of blues and Larva out at 432. But it is a little bit more than 18 viruses this time, as she's into 8. It is about 26 viruses, but already making quick, efficient clears. Great play here by Larva.
Good early plays from Larva, sneaking the red blue all the way down there. The left side might become a pain point later. If she can knock out that red virus in column 2, then she'll open herself up for a double yellow virus clear. Looks like she just decided to go up top with it.
And John out at about a 507. So very, very good pace here as he's trying to get through levels 6 to 9. And I can tell you that John Nash's personal best, if I can get there, in 6 to 9, his personal best is a 654.
That is very much within reach if he has a good level 9.
He's going to need some yellow-red help, and it looks like he is starting to get it. But it's very dicey here as access to blue is incredibly limited. Opened up a little bit by that horizontal clear. Good call by John Nash.
Double red fury. The one time I actually love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now he's got a jammed up right hand side of the board here.
Larva, meanwhile, looking for a little bit of yellow help, not quite getting it, and having to make some really tough decisions on the rare reds that come up. Looking like she's making some good calls here. Down to 7 viruses, but it's a baker's dozen to go here for John Nash.
I'm starting to get hungry now.
I've got muffins in the kitchen, and I'm gonna have one here as soon as this tournament's over. But
Awesome.
9 viruses to go here for John Nash. 2 to get out of 8 for Larva, and she will get out, and she is out at a 648. But John Nash just needing a little bit of blue, and he will be out. And a good horizontal decision there, and it'll be just north of 7 minutes, but John Nash will be advancing to round 3. He'll be going to the semifinals on a Saturday? What? Yeah, you heard me. We're doing this whole bracket today. 7:08 for John Nash. He takes game number 3 and wins this match. So congratulations to John Nash. He'll be advancing to the semifinals where he'll face the winner of The Dave versus Ook the Librarian, which will be coming up next. We're going to get that set up for you. Packy who do we have in the booth for our next match? We're going to have John and Savage Octagon. We'll see Packy in a little bit. And I'm going to hop out because I have to practice because I'm up after that match. So don't go anywhere, folks. This is the Dr. Mario Championship.